Forgive me if everything, even the Christmas season, reminds me of real estate. But perhaps you've been wondering which teaching of Jesus would help you sell your house faster and for more money. This was dramatically brought home to me in the last week when a gentleman from New Jersey called, interested in one of the houses we have advertised on the internet, and was totally affronted when he found out that over a 30-year period he would be paying back about 3 times as much money as the house cost. Now, I'm not surprised by that. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been in lots of real estate closings. The closing agent always hands a piece of paper over to the buyer and says, sign this. Paper says that over 30 years you'll be paying 2.5 or 3 or 3.5 times the price of the house back. The reason for that is interest. I mean, we all take this for granted because we've been doing this for 20 years. When you begin a loan, most of what you pay is interest, and that continues for a long period of time. You don't pay down the principal rapidly until you get close to the end. So I tried to explain this to the gentleman from New Jersey, and he was having none of it. He kept saying, what if this, and what if that, and what if this? And I slowly and methodically explained that all of these things just wouldn't work, and then all of a sudden he came up with an idea I had never heard before. 20 years in real estate, and we've done some pretty creative things in that period of time, I had never heard of the idea that he came up with. And I went from, well, that won't work, to, well, let's look at that. His idea will cut about 80% off the total amount of money he pays, to just absolutely crush the amount of interest that he has to pay. The payback, or the period for paying for the house, is 1/6 of what it would have been before. And while we're still working on a couple of details, it looks like a great idea. It's something that I had never considered. I have checked it out. It is legal. It can be done. We're working out the details. We may be doing selling a house like this to him, and we may be using that technique in the future. In Mark 10:15, we're told that you must become as children if you're to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Now, the same thing applies in real estate deals. I'm not saying that you need to have an age regression process. I am saying that what you need to do is approach new ideas with a totally open mind. The little children are willing to listen. They don't know that it can't be done. And knowing that it can't be done is one of the greatest killers of real estate deals that I have ever seen. I'm frequently said that when I make an offer to someone, they say, well, that can't be done, that can't be done. And they don't even try to work up an answer. Another thing that I have frequently said is the first thing you should do when you are handed a real estate contract is to sign it. Someone gives you an offer to buy your house, sign it. Now, once you sign it, do not give it back to them. Don't misunderstand me. Once you sign it and you have your name on it, and it's something that you are now going to read with extreme caution and extreme interest, once you've signed it, go back and make the changes you need to make so that it can work for you. But go in it with the idea that this can be done. Don't go in it with the idea that it can't be done. I think signing the contract and then making the changes is very similar. If you have an offer made to you, listen to it as though you have no ideas as to what can't be done and you're looking for answers. You're looking for the things that can be done. And sign the contract. If you're trying to sell a house in this season and nothing so far has worked, perhaps by displaying the spirit of the season, you'll wind up manifesting a real estate sale.